So at Prescott South Middle School, we started the personalized learning journey roughly 5 years ago. And that came about originally as us integrating technology into the classrooms, teachers using Google Classroom. And in our mindset at the time, that technology was true personalized learning. But as we progress, what we begin to realize that personalized learning is really that focus on the individual students. And through education elements, we've seen how that process actually takes place within the classroom and how many different variations that you can have. And one of the things I've been super excited about, after taking over as principal, we had a fundamental shift to social emotional learning along with personalized learning. And those two, although they can seem to run down different lanes, they actually go together very well, because ultimately it's about finding that individual path for students and what makes their growth, exponential. What it truly is for us, it's a merger of that Bloom's taxonomy and Maslow's hierarchy. I mean, if students are well taken care of, well fed, clothed well, feel safe and secure, that individual growth it's off the charts. And so you pair that with a teacher who knows what that student needs, both inside and outside the classroom. I mean, the changes are unbelievable. One of the things that's been apparent with personalized learning is the ability to reach those students in that upper 15 to 10 percentile that have generally been, I don't want to say overlooked, but have maybe been neglected simply because they have the ability to do those tasks at such a high level. Is there really a need to push them so they kind of function on their own without that support? But then once you really drill down, every student, regardless of what range they are, from 0 to 100, there's growth potential in all of them. And so having the ability to really drill down to specific tasks, using map data, using iExcel, using iReady, and seeing those individual struggles and finding students and saying, hey, this is where you could grow. I know you're doing really well. You've got an A, but this is where you personally can grow and strengthen your knowledge. Those kids are grasping a hold of that and running with it.
As an assistant principal at Prescott South Middle School, it's been really fun to see our journey to personalized learning. And what it's been really interesting to see is that teachers have been able to embrace things that they've already been doing and then take that into a more personalized touch. It's been really fun to see teachers be able to organize their classrooms so that they can have more one-on-one time with students, because ultimately, according to student surveys, that is something that they really long for and that they want, is more one-on-one time with their teachers. By doing that, teachers are able to meet the needs of each individual student and create a pathway for them so that they can be successful.
Hi, my name is Mary Kirk from Prescott Middle School. I'm the VITAL on-site facilitator. I also teach integrated 1 and 2. But what personalized learning has really done for the kids is really bring it back to them, so it's their ownership. So within the classroom, they have lots of options for activities to do. They kind of get to build their own pathway in some of our classes. So they come in, they'll sit down. Teacher might do a little mini lesson or pull out some groups to kind of talk to different kids to target exactly what they need. But students are working, individually, in groups, small groups, and in pairs to kind of get activities done. So what we do in my classroom, we have a calendar check-in. And students get to kind of build their calendar for the week. So we have some students who are athletes, some are in drama, some are involved in after-school activities. So these kids actually get to go in and kind of build their calendar for the week. So they know what their deadlines are, but within the flexibility of the program, they get to go in and just piece together what their week looks like just to fit exactly what they need to do.
My name is Amy Key, and I teach 6th grade English, 6th grade Social Studies, and 7th grade English here at Prescott, and I'm also the enrichment specialist here at Prescott South Middle School also. So I'm going to talk a little bit about how we've done personalized learning here at Prescott, and my really love was how we focused on one-to-one time with students first with our personalized learning, and how that gave me so much more time to talk to the students and how they just enjoyed that so much more than me standing up and teaching all day long. But that time with the teachers, they felt like was the best thing that we've done since we started personalized learning here. I really enjoyed the working with education elements for our PL training because we got to go for a whole day. And in that whole day, not only did we learn exceptional resources, but we actually got to model them, and they modeled the different strategies for us, as well as they gave us lots of resources that we could come back and use immediately instead of having to look for different resources and spend our time in that way. And what I also loved was coming back and training the teachers about those different strategies that we did. In our faculty meeting, we actually modeled the station rotation method, and we had 4 different stations set up, and that was probably my favorite faculty meeting that I've ever been to, because it was fun to see the teachers and the students roll, but they could take that back immediately the next day and start using it in their classroom also.
My name is Lacey Means, and I teach here at Prescott South Middle School. I teach 8th grade ELA and 9th grade ELA honors. And what I've loved and enjoyed about working with personalized learning and educational elements is the out-of-the-box thinking that we have as teachers that we get to impart to our students. One thing that we did with educational elements is rethink the way our classrooms were and how we can make that space fit our students. And then I love the faces of my kids whenever they come in and they see that, oh, we have a new teaching space, or we have a new learning space, and how we can incorporate that into the classroom. And I like sharing that with our teachers, and I think our conversation as teachers has really changed, and it's been more student focused because of that. Our first year we did the one-to-one conversations and had those individual conversations with our students, and then the second year we went into grouping, making data-driven decisions when we do grouping our students. And so now it's being really focused on what do these students need, how can I put them in a way that's meaningful and driven by data.